It's your girl Taurus Takeover here to do reading for Geminis born in the month of May. Universal energy, show me what I need to see for Geminis born in the month of May. In love, career, finance, spirituality, emotional. Show me what I need to see for Geminis born in the month of May. How y'all Geminis doing? I was doing some meditation and I got the inclination to go ahead and do y'all reading. So that's what I did. One more shuffle. Universal energies. Show me what I need to see for my Geminis born in the month of May. Show me. The Knight of Wands. You may have a fire sign in your environment, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you may be taking on the energy of the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands has his defense up, but he's on the move. The thing about the Knight of Wands is he's looking like he's going towards the past. He's rushing back instead of rushing towards the future. Let's get confirmation on the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is swords of fire, easily inflamed and jumps to conclusions. Are you easily inflamed, Gemini? Are you jumping to conclusions? Let's get some clarity, more clarity. Clarify the Knight of Wands for Gemini born in May. Clarify the Knight of Wands for Gemini born in May. It is clarified with the Hierophant. This is the Taurus card. There may be a Taurus in your environment, or you may be taking on the energy of the Hierophant. Let's see. Taurus is associated with structure, stability, commitment, and social institutions like churches, schools, corporations, and marriage. You see those keys at his feet? There's some keys there. This means this Hierophant is in control of some serious knowledge, some of which he can tell you and some of which he can't. Depending on the institution he represents, he might know everything from the 10 Commandments to which side of the street to park on weekends, to how to fix your relationship if you really mess up. Don't expect him to always appear in his robes though. Teachers often hide among students unaware. Everyone can teach you something because everyone hopefully lives according to their own spiritual laws. There's a Hierophant in all of us because every man is a law unto himself. So let me read these two cards together. Let's see. Hopefully I can see this. Alright, this is my crystals. Second, there we go. Alright. So again, there may be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There may be a Taurus in your environment, or you may be taking on the energy. But based on these cards, you're headed somewhere. You're in a rush, but are you going backwards because you have your defense up? Are you the person that's trying to be the teacher? Or are you the one that needs to be taught? Clarify the Hierophant for Gemini's born in May. Clarify the Hierophant for Gemini's born in May. Okay. Who is that? The King of Pentacles. It is clarified with the King of Pentacles. Again, there may be a Taurus in your environment. Pentacles is there. This is an Earth sign card, so it could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your environment, or you could be taking on that energy. Again, there may be a fire sign in your environment. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The King of Pentacles is passionate and inspirational about what to build and how to build it. Bossy, but his methods are proven. So, are you being bossy, Gemini? Or are the person you're dealing with being bossy? Either way, no matter if they are, their methods are tried and true. I mean, they are the king or queen. These cards are gender neutral. So they know what they're talking about. You just may not like the way that it's coming, how it's coming out. The pentacles, it represents time, money, situations, people. So whatever you're rushing to do, you're trying to do, there's a lesson that needs to be learned. And whoever you're learning it from or whoever you're teaching it to, you may come off bossy or they may come off bossy. But in this particular situation, they may know exactly what they're talking about. Clarify the King of Pentacles for Gemini born in May. Clarify the King of Pentacles for the Gemini or my Geminis born in May. Let's clarify with the Knight of Cups. This horse is trotting into the future, carrying emotion. Cups represent emotion. So are you cups? So there may be a water sign in your environment, which could be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Are you trotting in to offer an apology? Or are they coming in to offer you an apology? Could it be this bossy person offering an apology? Let's get some clarity. Knight of Cups. Again, fire sign keeps coming up. You got fire here. You got fire here, fire here. There may be a fire sign in your environment. So the Knight of Cups represents someone who speaks and thinks romantically. Just give me a moment, y'all, because I have to look at these cards, just reading them as they all come together. It's like a story that I have to figure out. Now, when we started, your horse was going backwards. Your desires, your passion, your spirit was rushing back towards the past. But maybe you came across a teacher who's showing you, who's revealing some things to you. Maybe you are the teacher who's revealing some things. But it may not come off smooth. The lesson may not be simple. You may be bossy, or the other person you dealing with, a fire sign or a Taurus, may be bossy. But they know what they're talking about. And as you move forward towards the future, there's some romance here that you are offering, or that person is trying to offer. It could be forgiveness. It could be love. Whatever it is, it's an emotional attachment to it. You're moving towards emotions. But you're still guarded. You could be guarded, or the other person could be guarded. You're still in defense mode. The reading started in defense and it's still ending in defense. So no matter what emotion is tied to it, you or the other person is still defensive about those emotions. You still got your guard up. It's like, yeah, I love you. Here's my cup of love. Here's my forgiveness. Let's move forward together. But my defense still up. And only you know why, Gemini. Let's see why. Let's see what the universe shows us. Universal energies, please clarify the Knight of Cups for my Geminis born in May. Clarify the Knight of Cups for my Geminis born in May. It is clarified with the Queen of Cups. This queen is full of emotion. And it doesn't have to be, you know, I have males and females watch this channel. So although you may see a female, a queen in the cup, it doesn't mean that you're the queen. You may be the queen or king. But this cup, this queen represents full of emotion. And she's looking at her emotion. Again, you may have a water sign in your environment. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But there's so much emotion going on in this. There's even kids in here. Let's see if you can see. If you see, there's a baby kid angel here. Kid angels here. But even they look like they're stressed out, emotionally involved in whatever is going on. And this queen is looking at this cup, this big cup of emotion. Are you looking at your cup of emotion? Looking at what it's produced? What's happened? Is this stressing the kids in your life out as well? Or are they stressed out? Any advice for my Geminis born in the month of May? Any advice for my Geminis born in the month of May? Any advice? Please show us advice for my Geminis born in the month of May. The advice is the World card. This may signify that you're on display. A lot of people may be watching what you're doing. Let's get some clarity on your advice card for the World. Okay. So the World card, it represents Saturn, the planet of Saturn. Saturn influences individuals and society through external experiences that bring pressure, restriction, and hardship to see whether we grasp the size of our internal power. These are known as karmic tests, and they suck. But when you pass, those specific challenges are behind you forever, and the lessons stay with you forever. And when you teach folks what you know, that becomes your legacy forever. You can look behind you with peace, knowing your future will be blessed and highly favored. So again, you got a card here that's talking about teaching and lessons. This is talking about teachings and lessons. These two things that she's holding, they represent what we call a spirituality. She's not holding just one, she's holding two. So could this represent you? You have the spirituality. You may be covering it up. You may be not fully tapping into it. But you are on display. Let's get some clarity for your advice. Please clarify the World for Gemini born in May. Please clarify the advice in the World card for Geminis born in May. It is clarified with the 8 of Pentacles. Again, there may be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in your environment. All right. So, just off the top of my head, before I get clarity, the 8 of Pentacles is about working on something. You're working on something. You could be working on your money, okay? You could be working on your relationships. You could be working on your time. But this guy is working on something. He ain't playing. He's trying to get the job done. So what are you working on, Gemini? You working on something? You trying to get the job done? Let's get some clarity on that. Because remember, this is your advice. So I'll get the clarity and then we'll put the advice together for you. You know, some people say that they don't like when I stop and read. But I'm telling y'all, if y'all want the deepest, most thorough reading, like, I have to go in, because I could just do a vague overview of the card, but I like to go deep. Okay, I gotta go deeper to get that full clarity that you need. All right, so and Gemini, you're working me today, because the 8 of Pentacles, it carries the energies of 2 cards. So in order for me to really go deep with this card, I have to pull the other 2 to give you the full clarity. So let me pull the Sun and the Hermit card. There may be a Virgo in your environment, or you may be taking on the energy of the Virgo. Here's the Hermit. Let me pull the Sun. The Hermit and the Sun. Come out, wherever you are. Here we go. All right, I'll read what they say first, and then I'll read the cards for your advice. Okay. So the Sun, here's the Sun card, and the Hermit card. They create the Eight of Pentacles. So these two cards together create the Eight of Pentacles. The Sun shines onto the Hermit. He's analyzed every single thing about his experiences, and now he ponders the deepest desires of his soul. Although the lamp has carried him through the darkness or his feelings, now the Sun appears to guide his way in the light or his actions. Now, let's look at the actual Eight of Pentacles. We have a man at his workbench, busy using his own tools, his own wisdom and experience to replicate his own pentacles, his own reality. He constructs this reality from the fact that he's recognized himself by 1, knowing what he wants, and therefore, number 2, knowing who he is. He takes that knowledge of himself and begins to build a world of experiences that He takes that knowledge of himself and begins to build a world of experiences that reflect the desires of his heart. All right, so let me put this together for you. There we go. So the Sun card is about illuminating things. It brings light to things. The Sun it makes things open. You're right in the present. But at the same time, with it having the Hermit card there's some things that may be illuminated. Maybe there's some things about to be illuminated about a Virgo in your environment. Maybe a Virgo is about to illuminate some things about you. Whatever's about to be illuminated is from the past. But you're going to use your intuition. Remember, this is an advice card. So you need to use your intuition to work on these things you're trying to build, these things you're trying to manifest. So the advice, Gemini, is you may be on display. But maybe you don't need to show your whole hand. Maybe you don't need to show it all. Because there are going to be things that's illuminated. And it may be things from your past. But use your intuition. Use your spirituality to help you work on the things. To bring you this money, to bring you this manifestation, to bring you the desire, to bring you the relationship, whatever it is you're working on that you want to get. Whatever you're trying to manifest. You're pretty open. You're open. You're not trying to hide anything. which is good, because when it gets revealed, it won't be a big shock, because you're going to be like, so I'm already open anyway. I'm doing what I got to do to work on my coins. I'm trying to get my coins up. I'm trying to manifest some things. I'm working on it. While they talking, you working. I pause because I try to pull the energy of the card to make sure I tell you everything before I stop the video. Anything else for my Geminis born in May? Let me look up something real quick about the Sun card. I'm talking about the Sun card here. This is for your advice. The Sun card influences perspective. The Sun brings clarity. It reveals what was hidden. Everything that was done in the dark is brought to the light. Being brought out of darkness into the light brings joy, no matter what you see. Clarity, regardless of what is being understood, brings peace. When the Sun is present, we see ourselves and others clearly. We also see that regardless of the paths we've taken, we've all arrived at our destination brand new people. And here is the paradox. Although we are brand new, we are also more ourselves than ever before. I'm going to also read the Hermit card as well. Virgo, which is the Hermit card. It is associated with solitude, introspection, analysis, and purification. The Hermit has been given many experiences upon which to reflect. He isn't afraid to ponder the things that have and have not worked in his life. Through sorting events from emotions, he is able to discover the true desire of his soul. Now his deepest wish shines as a light from within him, guiding him home to his self. So we started out with you rushing towards a desire towards your past. But there's a teacher that comes in. Whether you're the teacher or you're the student, that's to be determined. Only you know that. To teach you something. And whatever they teach you, you don't like the way it's coming, or they don't like the way it's coming, but it's still truth. Which brings out some emotions. But it causes you to move forward towards the future with this emotion. It could be love. It could be forgiveness. But these emotions could be overwhelming. The things that you're dealing with emotionally could be affecting you. It could be affecting kids that may be in your environment. And you may be on display. People may be watching what you're doing. Some things may be illuminated. Some hidden things may be coming to the surface. But you can use your intuition to get through this. And it may be things illuminated from your past, but you can use your intuition to get through this. You might not even see, you might not even care what be illuminated, because you is too busy working on your coins, working on your pentacles, working on your situation, working on your relationships, working on your time, maybe getting more time to do the things that you really want to do, working on your situation. So that's your advice, Gemini. Do you? Because people gonna talk, they gonna watch, but you need to do you. Handle your business. Get your pentacles up. You got everything you need to move forward. You got your experiences from the past. You have advice, whether you like the way it's coming or who it's coming through or not. Truth may bring out some emotional elements in your life. You know, sometimes the truth, it hurts. Sometimes the truth is embarrassing, but sometimes the truth say, you know what, that's the truth. I ain't like it, but it's real. What I'm going to do with the truth now? So what are you going to do with the truth now? Your advice is to go ahead and handle your business. Work on what you need to work on to move forward. Forget that past and move forward. So that has been your reading. I hope it resonated with you. It's a little long, but sometimes it have to be for me to get the full picture and to be able to give it out to you. But thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, share, hit that notification bell so whenever I post a video you can know that I did. And if you know any Geminis in your environment, as well as Aquarius and Pisces, I've already posted those. Make sure you share the video with them. You never know when people need to hear advice or confirmation, and I hope that I brought that to you today. So thank you, Gemini, for watching. I'll see you in the next video.